Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Q&A with Mami Seka. We are going to ask several questions. Today is not an easy life to live, the life of a mother. And sometimes, challenges in life, some mothers have specific challenges that are, unique to them. And it makes them go through tremendous experiences, dragging their children along. And these children pause and ask, why, mommy, why? Anyway, so today what I want to ask is why, mommy, why? And I'm literally asking the question to mothers. So this is the Why Mommy Why series. And this series is about things that mothers do, be it abroad or sometime in Africa, that is not beneficial to children. Why, mommy, why? The child is asking, crying. The first situation is, mommy, why are you closing a blind eye on my suffering, on the suffering of a child? Sometimes we close our ears and our eyes to what our children are going through. And it could be that a child is bullying at school. And instead of having compassion, trying to understand what's going on in that school, we tag the child as being a wimp. We tag the child as being lazy. We tag the child as being and not being smart. And a very unfortunate reality is when parents call the child names. There are names that you should not be calling your child. The stupid, stupid. You don't call your child like that. FOOL, fool. You don't call your child like that. Because you are the prophet, especially the father. You are the prophet of your child. You are the prophet of your wife. You are the prophet of your family. Do not release this kind of word on your family members, because it can catch up to them. Mommy, why you closing an eye on what's going on in your child's life? Sometimes a child is playing around in the neighborhood, for little girls for the most part. And then suddenly their walk has changed. They are walking differently. Nowadays, our boys are also at risk. A sudden walk of your child should open your eyes to take that child to be physically examined from the top of the head to the sole of the feet. Physical examination. Why is your child walking weirdly? If it's because they fell off the bike, they're not telling you. If it's because they play soccer and they pull, a muscle, they're not telling you. At least you will find out and you will fix it. But sometimes it is a defilement. Your little daughter, your little boy just got defiled, and the walk changed because of the pain inside. Sometimes it's in the confound of the family where mother has a brand new boyfriend. A brand new boyfriend. There's a way that boyfriend is interacting with your teenage daughter. There's a way that boyfriend is interacting with your teenage daughter. Hairdresser was telling me a story. One day, her colleague friend did not come to work. So she called her to find out. And she said that something was going on with her family and that she would make it the next day. So when she finally arrived, she was telling my hairdresser, who was her colleague then, what had happened. She was dating a man at that time, an African American man, a Black American man. She is from Kenya, but she was dating a Black American man. And she had a daughter from a previous relationship. And that daughter was 14 years old. 14 years old. And her boyfriend was also having intimacy with her daughter. And she did not know. And how she found out is that they went to a store that looked nice for teenagers, because actually her mom went in there to get her a couple of things. So while her mom was busy on the other side of the store, the two of them were talking. The two of them were in on the other side of the store. So they did not realize that the mother had come closer to them, because I think the rack was blocking them or something. But they did not realize the mother was in the hearing, listening, you know, realm. So she could hear the conversation. So the two of them were talking. And the girl was telling the mother's boyfriend, "Oh, this is nice. Can you buy this one for me?" And the mother's boyfriend responds to the girl, the 14-year-old girl, if you give me that thing again, I will get it for you. If you promise to give it to me again, I'll give it to you." And the girl was like, what thing? You want this thing? And he said, yeah, the thing. Remember and he said the word. In America, in the Black community America, the word, it starts with the letter P. For some who live in America, they might know what I'm talking about. It's a female gender. He was telling the 14-year-old, if you give it to me, if you promise to give it to me again, I'll get this one for you. The mom heard it. The mom was horrified. So she went home and she acted as if she did not hear. But guess what she was doing from that moment? Her eye popped open. She was watching them. And eventually she caught them and confronted the guy and called the police against the guy. And this is the reason why she could not make it to work, because it was a blown out catastrophe in the confine of the home. The police was involved. They arrested the guy and all of that. She herself beat up her daughter, all kinds of things. But before that conversation, she did not open her eyes to see the change in her daughter, the dynamic of the daughter and her boyfriend interacting. It's only when she heard it that she starts seeing everything. But he had already done the deed. So, mommy, we're asking you, why, mommy, why are you not opening your eyes to see the advances of your boyfriend towards your daughter? Are you not seeing his hand grabbing the rear of your daughter? Are you not seeing his hand touching the breast of your daughter? Why are you not opening your eyes to the dynamic of your family? Mommy, open your eyes to what's going on in your home. Asking the questions.